What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about 9 different coins today. Starting off with AKT for Stana, moving on to Quant for Jason Crypto Moon, DMTR for EJ Crypto, NEXA, NEXA for Benji III, MORRA, MORRA for Jorge Perez, TIA for Mohamed El Mensi. I think that's Celestia, right? Is that what you said it was? Celestia, TIA, yeah, TIA. BLZ and STORJ for J-Boy Smith, finishing it up with AURORA coin for Miguel Rivera. We're going to get right into this. For those of you that don't know, I do requests. Feel free to leave a request in the comment section, in the YouTube comment section. I will leave a link to the Discord in the description. I do these in order from Discord requests first to YouTube requests first, and just really all in all, whoever requests it first in that kind of chronological order. But got 9 requests tonight, so we're gonna move through that and let's get going. So looking at this here, you did just break out, a few weeks ago. You are, I think this isn't the right chart. Let's go to this one. Yeah, there we go. I was looking at this earlier. So you're in your 61869 area. You actually just broke above it. You're overbought right now. Things look good. You could camp here for a little while, though I guess you have been, right? It's been 2 weeks now, or I guess a week, and then I guess 1 week and a half, maybe something like that. How far over here were you? It would have been this Sunday. So yeah, I guess you spent like 2 weeks in here, right? So maybe you are getting ready to move up higher, actually. You might be getting ready. You're at $1.86 now. You might be moving up to $2.81, $4.16. You are overbought, but you can get more overbought. Nothing wrong with that. I really do like this look right now, where you found resistance at your 382, came down, found support in this area, whatever. Held this as resistance, but you broke through it right up to your 618, came back, found support on your 382, and now you're breaking above your 618. It actually looks really nice. I want to get onto the Kraken chart because it's a little bit, there's volume. There should be volume. There we go. And the daily, I feel like the daily looks deceitful. Now, a lot of people, when you see this, you see these lower highs in your RSI, and then you see this like higher high setup in your price. It obviously looks like bearish divergence. I see where that can be misconstrued, but the thing is it's not confirmed. In a certain manner, actually, we can see this as bearish divergence that was confirmed between these two tops, but not this one, right? This one's still forming. So what I mean by that, let me just show you. So the divergence started right here on this day. We went up, we actually pulled back. If you put a line right there to where the divergence started, we pulled back and went below that line just a little bit, but still that suffices to say that this bearish divergence here has been completed. Okay, this looks like bearish divergence. Really what I would be more afraid of is rejecting off this overbought zone, but really guys, what's probably going to happen is it appears to be bearish divergence. You're grinding an area that you're about to break out of, right? You're not rejecting it yet. You've like really grinded this area, higher lows, flat top. That generally implies a breakout to the upside. Really what you have is a low here and a lower low, while having a low here and a higher low. It's hidden bullish divergence, and this bearish divergence look will go away if the RSI gets above this previous one here. And then in classic fashion, just as it throws you off with thinking that this is bearish divergence, as soon as it negates it, that's probably when it'll start to go down, something like that. But you could go higher. Maybe it's not as soon as it negates it, because the last couple times that you've been up this high, right, you've gone a lot higher than you did this time. So I definitely do think, going back to the crypto chart here, that seeing the 786 or the 886 all the way up here, you're at 186 now, $1.86. You could see prices above $3 in a very, like before the end of the year. At least to like 286, 285, but potentially even up to $4 or higher. I think that you're green for that. So that's AKT. I did not mean to do that. Son of a gun. We can't open this chart layout for you. That's okay. We'll just go back. Good thing that we're done with that. Okay, so QNT USD. In case I wasn't clear, I think AKT is going to go up. Looks like you need to clarify whether you may or may not qualify as a professional subscriber. What? Non-professional private subscriber. Actually a professional trader because one or more of these conditions doesn't apply. I don't know, man. This is a horrible time for this to be coming up. So we're just going to move over to here. I'll read that later. Anyways, moving on to QNT. QNT USD. Right? because I'm not going to restart this video, man. That's already too far in it right now. So top to bottom here, hit the 236 for resistance. Probably want to go up. You didn't even come that far down, right? You did find support and held support at a previous area of support, resistance. Probably go up. You're at 101 right now. You probably go up to 121 in a very short amount of time, probably by the end of the year as well. Previous area of resistance, you might even break above that. I don't know how much higher you'll go. It is possible. Quant could see a pretty phenomenal move up to its 618. But with how tame it's been on the 236, I would think you find some bit of turbulence at the 382. But you could be at prices above 150 by the end of the year. You could see that kind of move, right? It only took 2 weeks last time to do that, so or I guess 3 weeks, whatever. But we have 3 weeks left in this month for sure, so more than 3 weeks. But by the end of the year, it could be all the way up at this 618. But first, let's see how you react at this 122 level, and then go from there. Looking at the weekly RSI, I don't know why that's on there. Let me get rid of this. Weekly RSI looks nice, man. Bouncing off the 50 area, like quite literally bouncing off the 50 area. Previous area of support, I do think you want to go up higher. Looking at the daily, couldn't even get oversold. You're making strides higher. It looks like you're breaking this downtrend here. I like it. I definitely do like it. Bounced off the 50, like 51, whatever. Holding this purple line as support. Yeah, man. I like it. I think you're getting ready to make a pop. Probably again up to that like 122 area in a very short amount of time. That's what I think for quant. 4 hour, decent, not bad. I like it. Yeah. So quant up, AKT up. Let's move on to DMTR. Those are two good ones so far. Dimitra. Weekly. Looking at it here on KuCoin, is that all of its historical data? It looks like it would be, but let's just see. Not USDT. Yeah, okay. So, interesting chart. Some people might say it's actually a garbage chart, but it's interesting, right? Just straight down for its whole existence, and then now we've got some kind of life in it right here. Straight down at the bottom, a lot of volume, very nice reaction, V-shaped recovery. Bouncing off the 5, not a normal thing to do. Generally, whenever you do something like this, I would think that you'd go to your 618, 69, but you could go higher. All you need is a close above this 236. You might be coming down to find support on your 382 and then making that move. Let's look this up real quick, because I don't know too much about Dimitra. And that's probably not the accurate price for Jesus Coin, because I just clicked on this and I haven't refreshed it yet. So, but this is the accurate price for Dimitra here. Pretty low volume, right? Wouldn't that be? Wouldn't it be? Yeah, that would be pretty low volume. But let's see. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna look at the market cap to price here. So market cap, max, price, logarithmic. Looks like that. Okay, looks about right. And then market cap. See, now this, I hate this shit, man. I hate this. Circulating supply versus max supply, right? You're still fully diluted. It says fully diluted would be 13 million. Has this number been modified? Are these coins burned now? They don't exist anymore? Or is that like the max supply can continue to increase? Is this fully diluted wrong? I don't know. But what I do know is that the market cap looking like this, while the price looks like this, means that you're inflating the asset, so the price can go down, but the market cap remains the same. Meaning the people that either have tokens locked up, or the founders or whoever, or the people who are participating in the ecosystem, they're the only ones making money off of this, not people who are investing. But maybe that stopped. Maybe that stopped recently. Maybe all the tokens that are being released stopped. Maybe they burned the rest of it. I don't know, but it does look somewhat bullish. I don't really have too much of an opinion on this. It is relatively new, and it's been a dumpster fire its whole existence. Right now, I would think, just based off of the weekly fibs and this RSI, that you probably do want to see a little bit more to the downside. Probably. It absolutely could go higher. It could see new all-time highs. There's nothing wrong with that. But maybe it goes back to this previous area of resistance here, checks back after it broke out, goes to about 2.3 to 2.1 cents, somewhere in there, and then we could talk about it going up higher again. But that's my thoughts for this thing. Is probably down for now. Probably down for now. Moving on to NEXA, NEXA, USD. NEXA. See, I feel like I've heard about this coin. Maybe it's just a common kind of name. MEXC. We can use MEXC, sure. A lot of volume coming in. Not on any major exchanges. Definitely has room to grow, right? 1272, 1414 hit. Came back, pulled back. I would think off of this fib alone that you probably would come back a little bit more. You were overbought, and now you're out of your overbought zone with yesterday's close on the week. You had a little bit of like a double bottom, kind of like an eve and an eve here. What would this take you to? I mean, I don't even know if I should be measuring it like this. I don't even know if that's justifiable. It does look like some kind of W, nonetheless, right? Trying to think what I want to do with this thing real quick before I get into lower time frames. 618 hit, 1272 hit. Your 382 is down there. Where's your 886? 886 down here with your 382 in that area. 886, 786. Yeah, you're sitting at about, what is that? 4 zeros, 1 4. You could go down to 4 zeros, 1. 5 zeros, 977, something like that. Absolutely, you could. Let's look at the daily. Look at the daily. Yeah, I think you're going lower. Probably going lower. You had a nice uptrend here. You definitely broke it with your RSI. Weekly RSI was overbought. Now you're not overbought anymore. You probably go lower. Yeah, probably to previous areas of resistance and support. And wouldn't you know it, right here, right where you found support, like on a closing basis, that's right there at 401, literally right there where the fibs make sense. Previous area of resistance here. Absolutely, you could wick just below it, but I doubt you go too much below it if you do, right? Probably anywhere from like here to there. I mean, at best case scenario up here, but I would bet you go lower. There's more suggesting that you'd go lower. Fibs and, you know, just price action itself would declare that. So I bet you go lower. You're sitting at 4 zeros, 1 4 right now, about 1 4. You probably go to 4 zeros, 1, like very close to that area. That's what I'm thinking. Before you continue to go up, because all in all, I do think this is a bullish kind of look, right? You finally started to show some life, some volumes coming in. I bet you do continue. I bet this is a true W when it's all said and done, but you're probably going to have a little bit of a pullback after having such a dramatically fantastic run over the past few weeks. So, yeah, good job to any NEXA holders. I'm not telling anybody to sell. I do think it's going down, but I'm definitely not saying sell. How I would handle this is just in case it goes up, I would hold on to my coins and I would buy more coins if it went lower. I don't care if I have an extra $100 or an extra 100 grand, however much money it is. I would put it in after the pullback, probably around 4 zeros, 1. Not financial advice, just literally what I would do if I was holding this thing, but I'm not. So that's what I got for the TA on NEXA. Probably going down. MORRA, looks like we got it here, and it's brand new, very bullish. Yes, probably goes up more. I don't know, man. I wouldn't put my money into this thing. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't recommend anybody touch it. You know, I love Jesus Coin, right? I really like Jesus Coin. Love is a strong word, man, but I definitely have an affinity. I like Jesus Coin. I like Jesus Coin a lot, and I used to say the same things. Stay away from it. Don't invest in this. Don't recommend anybody touch this at all. It's brand new, man. This thing is brand new. Give it time to develop. You know, and again, no shade toward Jesus Coin. I eventually bought some, guys. I'm a pretty big proponent of Jesus Coin right now, for anybody that's watching or hearing this. But you know, it's too new, man. It came up, not a whole lot of volume on your way up. Volume's declining actually as you're going higher. I don't like it. I really don't like it. It could watch it go up another 500x or like 500% is what I meant to say, something like that. Watch it continue to climb. Right now, technically, for what it has in this chart, which is not really anything at all, it looks bullish, so probably goes up more. But at the same time, brand new chart, it can do whatever it wants to, like literally. You could wake up and it just looks like this, like literally. So I don't know. Unless you know more about the project itself, there's really not too much TA to go off of on this. Maybe on Dex Screener. Let's see if we've got more on Dex Screener. Go to search here, MORRA. give it an honest go, you know. Look at that. Still the same thing. On log here, and then, yeah. I don't like it. Declining volume probably goes down. Probably goes down. You might go down to this area if I had to give any like direct technical analysis, but also not a lot of historical data to go off of. It could go up. I don't like it, and it could easily go up. It could like do a 10x in a very short amount of time. Who knows? But yeah, probably down is what I would think. If I had to like be honest, I'd probably think that we go down to this area. I don't think that we bounce off this top, though you could bounce off the previous area of resistance, but you probably go into it somewhere in there. That's all we got for MORRA. Let's move on to TIA, Celestia. TIA for Muhammad El-Mensi himself. Coinbase looks like they've had it for 4 weeks, 5 weeks now. Not a lot of historical data. A little bit more than 5 weeks. Okay, 6 weeks. Let's see. Do we have any more? Is there anything better? It's on other stuff, huh? It's on a couple of platforms. Interesting. Never heard of this, but apparently it's on every major exchange, and it got listed around the same time for everything. So that's cool. Woo Network, man. I like Woo. Anybody that knows about Woo. I don't know if it'll do well, but I do like Woo. Looks bullish. Same thing as the last one. Not a whole lot of historical data to go off of. Looks like it wants to continue. Volume's not really there. You're on TIA USDT on Binance, so this would be significant readings of volume. I don't know. To say volume's not really there is not really fair, is it? Because volume is picking up compared to what it's been doing relatively. It is above average, and you're breaking out. Bearish divergence presented but not confirmed. Volume is declining on your 4-hour, but also you broke. I don't know. Hard to say. Hard to say. I would think if you go up, you're probably not going to go up too much more. You're at your 1618. Yeah, sitting here at 948. If you go up, you probably get stopped out around like $1 higher, around like 1040, 1050. And then you probably see a retracement. Seeing this little bounce off the 1272 though, man, that's kind of nice. You could go up here. It is possible, but I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if you had a little bit of a pullback down here to your previous all-time high and then made another run for it. That's what if I was trying to buy this thing, I wouldn't feel the FOMO now. I would want to wait personally. But again, not recommending a sell. Definitely bearish divergence on the 4-hour, but it's not confirmed yet. Yeah, 1-hour volume is declining as you're moving up. Yeah, I don't know. I would think it's going down. That's my best guess. And probably where's it going to go? To that 618, 69 area, the 886, or no, I'm sorry, it's not the 618, 69, is it? It's just below that 382 there, but it's this one right here, top to bottom. Let me get it here. The 886 right there at about $7.10, $7.09, somewhere in there. I bet you see a pullback around there, previous all-time high, something like that, and then continue to go up. But again, don't hold me to that. Brand new coin, anything can happen. Who really knows? Moving on from there, we're going to talk about Blue Zell on Coinbase. Sure, actually, let's do it on Binance. I bought some Blue Zell, man. I'm glad I got some. I scooped some up at 26 cents. I would have bought more, man, but I put all my money into a different coin as of right now. I'm willing to move it around, but it's not at the point where I would move it yet. So I'd like to scoop up some more Blue Zell before it really takes off, but it's starting to look like it might take off, man. Every time, I think my last video that I made on this, I was actually bearish on it, and it actually went up. So it's just anytime that I make a call on this thing, it happens to be the wrong call. We have a bullish engulfing candle look as of right now to start the day. We absolutely could give it back. You know, this has been anything but true to its word. We get a bullish engulfing candle here and then down, bearish engulfing candle here and then up. Just same thing throughout all this. So I do think inevitably we're probably going to be working our way up. We did hold this 382 from bottom to top here, held it, double topped it, double tapped it. It's very rare that you hit the 236 this often and then you don't go back down to your 382 and go to your 618. I very much would have expected that, but this thing's messing with us, man. The fact that it's above the 236 right now, if it can close today this high or higher, I would be convinced. I'm pretty convinced now that the price could go higher from here, but I would be a lot more convinced if we close today here or higher. top to bottom. Let me see. Yeah, man. I mean, really, if we get above 30 cents, it's on to like the 40 cent to 45 cent area, probably in a very short amount of time. But I think closing here or higher, closing above like 27 cents would also do it. It'd be enough to get me excited, man. I like the RSI. I do like the RSI a lot. Actually, you bounced off the 40 area like twice, literally double tapped it. You are getting higher highs and higher lows. You're in your bullish area of control right now, but let's just see how today closes. Let's see how today closes. 4 hour, hard to read. Maybe we'll go to USDT. Not really any better, but you did hold your 50. Looks bullish, man. I think it wants to go up more, but let's just see. Let's wait for the day to close. Yeah. Storage. By the way, real quick before we move on, Bluezell is still at a prime price to buy, you guys. Like I've had my eyes on this thing, right, since we were down here. I thought this pullback would be more dramatic, right, and I was even hoping that this pullback would be more dramatic, but I bought some on these little wicks down here. I bought my first bid at 24 cents, and I wanted it. I had buy orders at 22 cents, and it just didn't get there. It barely got there, man. 22.1 right there, like literally the low. So I was forced to buy higher. I bought at like 26 cents, like just a little bit above 26 cents, and I don't normally chase things, man. And this one feels like it had me chasing a little bit, but this, it's worth 27 cents. I very much believe it could hit $100 or more by the end of this cycle. I know that sounds nuts, man, but like there's a reason why I absolutely went ham into this thing, even at these prices. So congrats to anybody who bought below, and congrats to any new buyers, any new holders that are ready to hold for the long term of this cycle. I definitely think this is going to be a good one, man. But looking at the, well, oh yeah, we're going to move to storage, STORJ now. I think it's going up. Bluezell, I think you're going up in the short term. You know, over the cycle, of course, but in the short term, I think definitely. STORJ, USD, Coinbase, holding that purple line, aren't you? Oh yeah, overbought for a little while now. You can go higher. You can absolutely go higher, man. In fact, most of the time, whenever you've broken above like this area here, you have gone higher. You've gone to the 80s. You're only at 77 now. You've gone at least to like 85 or higher. So right at an area where you would break, man. Consolidating like this for weeks after weeks, and then boom, might have a nice reaction. Storage looks kind of bullish with this right here. Daily RSI, I like this price action, man. It's got like a flat top with like it looks pretty nice. Looks kind of weird, but looks pretty nice. The daily RSI has lower lows while promoting higher lows in the price. That is hidden bullish divergence. All the right things to see. I think this thing's winding up, man. It's getting ready to break. It's getting ready to do. It's at 76 cents. It's probably going to go to its next fib extension, which would be where, or maybe not even fib extension. Let's do a retracement. Let's just see. High to low here. Yeah, you're at 76. I bet you go to $1.15 to potentially $1.42 by the end of this year. I bet you see that, yeah. And maybe it continues on past that even. Looks like it wants to go, though. When will that happen? I feel safe by saying probably by the end of this month. It could happen any day, though, man. It could start to happen today or tomorrow. Probably this week. This looks like tight enough. I bet it is going to break out soon. So that's what I got for storage. Looks good. Probably goes up. AURORA coin. AURORA. Storage is another one, man, that I have high hopes for. I think it can do really well. Wow, pumping it up, aren't you? Okay, I don't like this chart. V-shaped recovery, a lot of volume. I don't like this chart though. Let's see. AURORA. Max. Let's go to the max. Logarithmic. That's what the price looks like. That's what the market cap looks like. It's not too different, not too bad. What's the tokenomics? It probably doesn't say. Yeah. Not completely diluted. I don't like that necessarily, but there's plenty of coins that are set up like this that turn out to be ballers. They turn out to be really well. So this could be one of them. You know, I'm not trying to dog it, but let's see here. Breaking above your 618 this week, man. like nothing, like butter. I mean, with this look, if you can close this week green, which I think you have a decent chance of doing that. We'll look at the shorter time frames in a second. You could be moving up. You're sitting at 21 cents. You could be seeing prices above 70 cents, even above $1.50 by the end of this year, like in a very, very short amount of time. If not by the end of this year, maybe sometime in January or February, but I would think very quickly you're going to expand up there. This break, cutting the 618 like butter, man, that's no joke. You tend to, whenever you show like little regards to this area, you have like a target, like you're on a tractor beam trail straight up to that. So let's see, look at the daily here, delete this, move it on. Bullish looking daily, not a lot of volume, not a lot of volume at all. I don't like that. I really don't like that. Yeah, not a lot of volume. This could be given back, man. Something like this, you are a low cap coin. Yeah, you could see some major volatility for sure. It looks bullish overall, I will say, but I wouldn't buy here. If anybody's feeling FOMO, let me be the person to tell you to stop feeling that FOMO. Volume on the 4 hour looks a little bit nicer. I still would think you probably come back down to a previous year at 21 cents. Watch you come back below 18 cents, maybe even down to 17 cents, maybe even lower. But all that to say, I still think that by the end of this month, you're probably going to see, let's see, from top here, from the all-time high to the all-time low, you're probably going to see anywhere from 40 to 51 cents, if not higher, potentially up to that 70 cent zone, all the way up at your 786, yeah, to your, yeah, man, you really could see 70 to 150 by the end of this month. I'm really starting to think that with this thing. Just depends on how you close this week. If you can close this week, am I doing it right? I'm not doing it right. If you can close this week above the 618, above this right here, then you're good. If you close it like this or higher, even if you come down, even as long as you're above 18 cents, really, I would think that it's on in a very short amount of time up here. But for the meantime, for the more immediate time, I wouldn't be surprised if you pulled back a little bit, right? And that's okay. But prove me wrong, keep going up. You know, that wouldn't be too crazy at all. But I definitely think a pullback from here, probably first down to around that like 18 to 17 cent zone, and then continues upward. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. If there was a winner, oh man, if there was a winner between any of these, it would be, you know, AKT and Quant look nice, but if there was a winner, I'd probably give it to Blue Zell or STORJ. One of those. That would probably be it. It's tough between the two. I have more of a liking toward Blue Zell, but that's just bias of me to say. So if there was a loser, which one was it? Was it MORRA? Was it MORRA? I forget. Which one just looked bad? It might have been MORRA. No, it wasn't MORRA. Though I don't necessarily. Maybe it was NEXA. Was it NEXA? No, not NEXA. Maybe it was TIA. It was not. Which one was it, man? I can't. It must have been DMTR. DMTR must have been the one, huh? DMTR. Yes, that was this one. This is the one. This one and MORRA are probably my least two favorite ones out of all of them. MORRA probably more so, but if there was a winner on tonight's coins, it'd be between Blue Zell or STORJ. I got a little bit lost trying to figure out which one it was, but yeah, that's all I got for you guys. If you like that video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. Leave a request in the comments if you got requests, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care. Have a good day. Bye bye. Adios. Mucho gusto.